All right, Shalom is real. You understand? Cap 10K the Goggle Boy of the ISUPK for the Commander General Yohana here real quick with another one. All right. Um, I want to drop this article real quick since this is the late great Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, right? As you all celebrate by riding around in the hood with your lights on, your headlights on, uh, blowing at other black drivers that go past you and all of this. Well, hell, most of the vehicles like stay on now anyway. Them new cars, you know what I'm saying? That's if y'all got the them new cars. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all got them new bodies, then guess what? Y'all riding around with y'all lights on anyway. But anyway, like I said, as you turn around and celebrate, you know. What this man supposedly had done for the hood, as if it was so great, just remember, while you're riding around, oh, matter of fact, go up and down Martin Luther King Drive, right, in St. Louis, in the city here, and it's horrible. It's crack, it's heroin, it's prostitution, it's, dilapidated buildings and just, holes where houses used to be at, you know, it's destroyed, you know. So take a stroll down MLK. Don't get all freaked out about the man's speech and how eloquent of a speaker he was and how educated he was, going to, like, he got 7 different colleges and several different degrees, and that brother was extremely intelligent, but he was not smart enough to simply separate from the enemies. He was trying to join us together with him, with them, and look at where we are now today. We're not in a better place. We got an article here that was just written, and this is in the New York Amsterdam News, right? And it says, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I fear I am integrating my people into a burning house, right? So this is an account of Harry Belafonte, the actor, and the activist. This is an account of what he remember Martin Luther King telling him, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit. It's gonna give you a little introductory of Martin Luther King Jr. You know, it says, as the nation prepares to observe Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy this upcoming Monday, a closer look is taken at his fearless freedom struggles. Okay, so everybody has been talking about what he was going through, and what you can't say that his efforts were for nothing, because we weren't living back then. We don't know what he went through. We don't know. That's nonsense. You understand? We have videos that show you what our people were going through. They got different witnesses, accounts, and all of this stuff. You know, and we have been being oppressed by these people for a long time. You understand? The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. It should be no doubt in anyone's mind at this point. You know, but let's keep going, because I'm gonna get to the point here. It says, after being spotlighted in the Montgomery bus boycott during 1955 and 1956, the young Baptist minister motivated hundreds of thousands nationwide to protest peacefully against the overt racism that has been so prevalent in this country since its inception. So it's no doubt that they have been racist against us since we've been here, right? And that's what the article is saying. So this it's not a mystery that no one is new to racism. I don't know who and what black person says that they have never experienced it. I think that they are lying when they say that. We've all experienced it some kind of way, right? And what got me is when it says they're overt racist. I mean, they are extremely racist here, and they are. They really are. But this is when he got spotlighted, and this is kind of like when he got his uh break, right? Uh, He continued utilizing nonviolence as a means when he led the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, August 28, 1963, and continued being an advocate of nonviolence until his April 4th, 1968 assassination in Memphis, Tennessee. What I don't get is, all of the nonviolent stuff. The man thought that was so great. When look at all of the violence that not him, but his followers, the people that were actually marching, the men, the women, even the children. Look at all of the violence that they were, suffering at the hands of these devils. I don't think uh, that was even necessary to continue to march and walk and sing and all of that nonsense and have children being hurt, men being hurt, brothers being hurt for no apparent reason. We have been marching non-violently for over 100, I believe it's 10 years now. And where has it gotten us? The new thing now is hands up, don't shoot. Right? It's non-violent as can be. You know, and guess what? The police will still take their pistol and unalive you. Right? White people will still take their weapons and unalive you. They tried to unalive a young boy, young brother, down in Kansas City. He accidentally knocked on the wrong door, and the white man asked him. He said, "What in the hell are you doing around here, nigga?" That's what he said to him, and turned around and shot him through the door. Almost took this kid's life. I think he shot him twice, once in the head and once in his arm or shoulder, I believe. You know, all because he knocked on the wrong door. Like, I don't do that. I had people come to my door by accident, and I didn't think to shoot them. You understand? I just told them wrong door. Simple as that. And then I shut it, and I went back inside, and I continued doing my thing. But these people, when they see us, they see blood. You understand? That they're not normal, man. Let's just, we just have to say it for what it is. The people that oppress us are not normal people, man. Normal people know how to see someone of another race and not bother them. That's normal. But remember, they are not. They're animals, man. You understand? They are animals. And when a animal wants to bite you or scratch you or kick you or whatever, it's going to do it. You understand? It is going to do it. It's not going to be this thing to where you're going to be like Pop on Friday. Hey, dog, don't bite me, dog. What happened? You understand? What happened with Pop and the dog? He turned around, he said, "Man, that dog was on my ass, still bitch you." You know, you're not going to beg it away. You're not going to hands up, don't shoot. You're not going to we shall overcome, let freedom ring. You're not going to do none of that. And it actually going to work with them, man. We got to do something else, like separate, simply separate. I don't understand why force yourself on these people. You force yourself in their restaurants and look at it now. We barely even own any big black businesses in our communities. It's all Arab, Chinese, white, you know what I'm saying? Wendy's, McDonald's, KFC. Can't nobody KFC can't make better chicken than a nigga. What's wrong with y'all? And that's what we fought for. You understand? And when I'm saying we, I'm talking about black people. You know, that's what black people fought for, to turn around, and now we have no businesses in the black community, hardly any. And then when they do open, they close with the quickness because nobody patronizes them. Nobody goes into the mom and pop shops that we open up. There was nothing wrong with mom and pop shops. That was a business. And we needed those restaurants in our neighborhood. We had gas stations. It's several places here in the city of St. Louis to where you will see in black neighborhoods the old gas where the old gas stations used to be. We had gas stations. We had our own everything in our communities, and that's how it should have stayed. Not trying to force ourselves and our way into their restaurants. They can't cook no goddamn way. You understand? They cannot cook. You get a better response when it go on there. A brother, or especially a sister. You understand? I love being served by sisters. I love getting my order taken by sisters. You understand? A sister smile. And, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Boom Quisha. How may I help you? Give me that 10 piece of that chicken. You understand? That's what I'm talking about. And guess what? The sister got a smile on their face. Even the brothers be polite. I ain't gonna knock the brothers. You understand? They, it's I forgot the name of that business. Uh, but it just opened up not too far from our school. Okay, and I went in. Of course, we try to patronize our brothers and our sisters, and they actually want to turn around and collab with us on the food. Right? He said he gives away a lot of food. So I said, well, look, why don't you come join? He said, man, call me. We're gonna try to hook that up because he wanted to do some of that nature as well. So, but the brother and the sister, they cool. You know what I'm saying? They real cool. You understand? Married couple. They own their business, and the wings is good, and the fries is good. That's what I got. You understand? I was working, slaving, and turned around and I said, "Man, let me grab something to eat." So I stopped in there, bam, and they hooked me up. And the chicken was off the chain. KFC ain't got nothing on nigga cooking. You understand? So, and but all of that, like I said, that's just some of the things that Martin Luther King's dream helped ruin for black people is our own businesses. Just imagine what the black owned businesses were saying as they're standing at the door looking across the street at the white only. That's what it was, white only business, right? So you got the brothers and sisters in the black only business looking at the white only business back then, and how all of these niggas in a line, whole mob, is trying to force their way into being served in that white only business. When they should have just went across the goddamn street and said, you know what? Hook me up. Give me some chicken, give me some pancakes, buttermilk, give me some biscuits, whatever it is that you wanted to eat. Like, that made no sense. That made absolutely no sense to force your way into their establishments. And then look at what we've been going through ever since. We get nasty service. They don't want you there. They like the white woman, or shall I say that white woman on life when she said, how about I turn y'all into nigger pie? We've been going through that still. We got so many people that are complaining about going into white establishments and getting mistreated. We got the articles. We bring them out all the time. We bring them out all the time. But let me keep reading and get to the point of this right here. All right. It says, however, during the later stages of his life, the peaceful preacher began to incorporate other strategies to attain the same measures. Okay. So this dude claimed that he had some type of, plan that was going to help. But I'm going to read it. He said, urban riots must now be recognized as durable social phenomena, King suggested during his role of the behavioral scientist in the civil rights movement dissertation at the American Psychology Association's annual convention in Washington, D.C. on September 1st, 1967. They may be deplored, but they are there and should be understood. Urban riots are a special form of violence. They are not insurrections. The rioters are not seeking to seize territory or to attain control of institutions. They are mainly intended to shock the Caucasian community. They are they are a distorted form of a social protest. The looting, which is their principal feature, serves many functions. He added, let us say boldly that if the violations of the law by the Caucasian man in the slums over the years were calculated and compared with the law breaking of the few days of riots, the hardened criminal would be the Caucasian man. These are often difficult things to say. but I have come to see more and more that it is necessary to utter the truth in order to deal with the great problems that we face in our society. So he's correct in a sense to when he said if you look at you know, a few brothers and sisters. Now, of course, in ISUPK, we don't agree to looting. We don't agree to vandalism, stuff like that. You understand? Don't go and vandalize nobody's building. You don't have to set it on fire. You don't throw rocks in, their stores. None of that. We're not with any of that. You don't have to destroy anyone else's property, right? So all we simply have to do is do an about face, turn around, turn our back on white people. That's all you got to do, and turn around and let's look to one another to make this thing happen. But we have to turn our back on them. You understand? So we don't have to go loot and stuff like that. So, but I get what he was saying, right? So, but like I said, but we're not with that. All right, now let me get to the point here of what actor Belafonte, Harry Belafonte has said, right? Uh, activist uh, Harry Belafonte shared a similar moment with his friend midway through the civil rights movement, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He realized that the struggle for integration would ultimately become a struggle for economic rights. Belafonte reflected. So this is one thing that's bullshit. You know, this thing that we are facing is not going to turn. It ain't about no damn money. You understand? It's not about money, okay? And that's just a soft way for people to turn around and act like they're fighting for something, but really they're not. I've been hearing so many brothers talk about we need to know about economics. We need classes on money. That's gonna fix rate. No, it's not. I don't understand. How can you look at these people and they hate you because of the color of your skin, the texture of your hair, because you are who you are. You understand? Not because, oh man, he's so doggone rich. Look at all that money they got. Ooh, man, we got to do something about this. You understand? That is some of it. They don't want us to have the money, the jobs, the cars, the nothing that we have at all. You understand? Donald Trump said he wished that it would go back to the days of slavery, to where we didn't have nothing. That's what Donald Trump said. That's what he would. And oh man, that's another thing. You got so many Negroes going to vote for him. Like it's crazy. It's a shame, you know. But economics is not gonna fix this, man. Money ain't gonna fix this kind of problem. You understand? The white man, look, he done stole all the damn money. So just giving a nigga a economics class ain't finna fix this problem. It's not gonna do it. All right. So let's keep going here. Say, uh, I remember the last time we were together at my home shortly before he was murdered. He seemed quite agitated and preoccupied, and I asked him what the problem was. According to Belafonte, King responded, I've come upon something that disturbs me deeply. We have fought hard and long for integration, as I believe we should have, and I know we will win. But I have come to believe that we are integrating into a burning house. I'm afraid that America has lost the moral vision she may have had. And I'm afraid that even as we integrate, we are walking into a place that does not understand that this nation needs to be deeply concerned with the plight of the poor and disenfranchised. And let me help you out with something, Mr. Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Let me help you out with something. Guess what? They're not concerned with the poor and disenfranchised. They could care less. They don't give a damn about us being poor. Hell, we're poor because of them putting us in this situation. You think the ghetto just happened because niggas just want to do drugs and wanted to be in gangs and wanted to pimp their women and wanted to hoe and wanted. You think niggas just wanted to do all that? No, they did not. No, no, and no. You understand? The ghetto, the barrio, and the reservations were all invented by our oppressor. You understand? So, like I said, this right here is crazy. these people are never going to turn around and want just say, you know what, we need to treat them fairly. We need to treat them fairly. Like I said, if we would do one thing, which was to turn our back and come together with each other, we keep fighting to integrate with them. We're still doing this Martin Luther King mess today. You still have people that's working, under his organization and everything else that's still working on integration. They're still trying to make America great again. And he said they lost the vision that it once had. America ain't never had no great vision for no damn nigga. It ain't never had a great vision to say, you know what? One day I think niggas are gonna be rich. They're gonna be successful. They're gonna be wow. He had none of that on his mind. What the hell you mean he lost the vision? He never had it for us. Like this is insane. Okay, the moral vision. America does not have any morals, man. Don't you see that? What moral does America have when they are immoral as hell? You got all this gay mess that America accepts. That's not a moral to accept homosexuality. They're the greatest thieves ever. So stealing. You understand? Ooh wee, they don't mind stealing. Just don't get caught. That's the American way. Like come on, man. I can go on and on about that, but let me finish this up. All right. And it says here when he says he is walking his people into a burning house. That's what he said. Like that makes no sense. But before I get to that, let me finish it. It says, until we commit ourselves to ensuring that the underclass is given justice and opportunity, we will continue to perpetuate the anger and violence that tears the soul of this nation. I fear I am integrating my people into a burning house. Right. So this is what he actually said. This was came out of Martin Luther King's mouth himself. Okay. Now, first off, who would turn around and see a house on fire and tell everyone to get in it, go, run in there? Who would do that? What people do is kill. I've seen some fires and things, live. People are throwing the children out of the window. I've seen that happen before. There's some fires here in St. Louis. There was one a couple of years ago where a brother took, I forgot how many children he had. I want to say it was about 6 or 7. And he took them, the house was on fire, and he took them kids and he threw them out the window to save their life. He didn't turn around and come home and start throwing the kids in the house. You understand? He went in and got his children and threw him out the house, threw them out the window to save their life. That's what you do. You don't turn around and throw a person into the building that's on fire. That's not how you do that, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You understand? And he knew that. He realized that. He knew that what he was doing was ass backwards and it wasn't going to work. He had what they like to say, a revelation or an epiphany. You understand? And he thought to himself, he said, wait, what am I doing here? This obviously ain't gonna work. This obviously ain't gonna work. But you know what he kept on doing? He kept right along doing what he was doing. Now let me get to this right here. It's almost done. It says Belafonte added the statement took him back. It was the last thing I would have expected to hear, considering the nature of our struggle. So he's like, whoa, what? You understand? He said, took him back. He like, hold up, man, wait a minute. You understand what you talking about? And it says, Belafonte said he asked King, what should we do? And King replied that we should become the firemen. King said, let us not stand by and let the house burn. So as you can see, Dr. Martin Luther the King Jr. was more concerned about the house. And who is the house in this metaphor? America. He wasn't concerned about the people, man. You got to get this stuff through your head. You got to stop being so stupid. You understand? You got to stop believing every single thing that people teach you about people and do a little bit of research. Why is he leading the people into and said we're going to continue to do it? He said we're going to win. He didn't say, we got to change what we're doing. We got to stop this. We got to reroute. He didn't say any of that. He said we have to continue because we're going to win, and we have to be firemen. We can't let the house burn. That's what he said. Not we can't put our people. We can't lead them into a burning house. That's not what Martin Luther King said. That's not what he said. All right. And then it says this, it says 5 decades later, and the burning house, America, is still engulfed in flames, and millions of its unwitting victims are in dire need of first aid treatment. You understand? Like, come on, man. That nonsense that you thought was a good idea was horrible for us, man. No nation of people is interested in integrating with America. Ask the Arabs. They're here. It's a bunch of, oh my God, the Palestinians. It's so many damn Palestinians here in St. Louis. I didn't even know. I like, damn, where do the hell they be at? And I guess in their house all the time. You understand? Like, they've been coming out in record numbers protesting what's going on over there in Israel, right? And I didn't even realize it was that many here. But they have not once concerned themselves with integrating with America. They're protesting the place, for God's sakes. And guess what? It's Chinese people here too. Not once have China were they interested with integrating with America. Not once, man. You understand? Not once. The Koreans, the Japanese, the Africans, all of them are here. And nobody is worried about integrating with them. The African leaders, the Korean leaders, I don't know if that's what they call them. They call them emperors. You understand? I don't know what they call them, but they don't have like people like black leaders. Black people do black leaders. They don't have that. You understand? They do not have that. So they never, even though it's a lot of them here too. It's a lot of nations here. All of them are here in America, and they haven't once asked to integrate at all. They're not even concerned with that. Why? Because they don't want to integrate. They're their own people, and they come here and they make themselves great. They make it do what it do here. You understand? And usually it consists of getting over on you black people. You understand? That's who they turn around. That's how they make it here. They don't integrate with them. So that whole thing of Martin Luther King, he knew it was a horrible idea and that it wasn't going to work. It hasn't worked and it never will work. The only solution to this problem is to separate, you understand, with the people that oppress us. We have to turn around and separate from them. We got to come together with each other. That's the only solution to this problem. And if you would like to turn around and join that movement and move, you understand, in that direction for that cause, then make sure you head to ISUPK.com, man. You understand, up under Commander General YAHANNA, because that's how you truly turn around and fix the problem that our people face here in America, the racist problem, the unalive problem, the jobless problem, all of it. You understand? It's by us coming together with each other, not with them. Martin Luther King tried to integrate us, and he said himself, I believe that this is a horrible idea. But then his concern was, let's be firemen and not let the house burn? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So while you out celebrating Dr. Martin the Luther the King Jr. today, you should think about that. You understand? And I ain't talking about you worrying about your personal situation. Don't look into your personal situation because you may have a decent job, you may have a decent place to live. But what about us as a whole? You understand? What about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians as a whole? I don't give a damn because I'm doing good. I could care less about that. What about my people that's not? That's how we need to start thinking. And anyone that follows Martin Luther King, guess what? You just as selfish as that bastard was. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Do not forget that the Commander General Hunter of the ISUPK is feeding the unhoused and the homeless here in St. Louis. We're doing a marathon. We're going to 3 different tent cities this Saturday, starting at 10, and we're gonna stop until 3. All right. So make sure you go to isupk.com, ISUPK St. Louis, all of that to get the information. If you would like to volunteer or donate, you can call me at 314-696-8288. You understand? And you can either come out and help serve the food, you could donate some hats and gloves if you got, you could turn around and you could cash app us. You understand? We can go get the items. You can put in there what it's for. You can say for the food, for some gloves, for some hats, for some socks, whatever, and then we'll take care of it. We appreciate it. You understand? It's time for us to be concerned about us. And since 1969, under Commander General YAHANNA, we have been, and we're going to continue. You understand? And with that, shalom, Israel.